Alright, we're back for real this time. I don't know what happened to my microphone, but we got it figured out. And we're gonna play some more of Valhalla. While I was doing that, I finished off my whiskey sour, which is a good drink, but there really isn't much to it. If you're not paying attention, you can sip it pretty quick and get through it. So, now I have a hard lemonade from Rheingeist Brewery, which is a Cincinnati brewery, and they always make really good stuff. Let's see if we can get it. There we go. Hey Renty, how are you? You're on mobile? Hopefully it cooperates for you. Half the time when I try and watch something on mobile, it doesn't. I missed the Valhalla bar. I promised before we finish this game, I'm gonna do like a hand cam stream, making some cocktails. I just didn't have the right stuff and I didn't feel like going out to the store for it. I didn't expect to see you today. Oh, I'm all messed up. I gotta move everything around. I didn't expect to see you today. I was waiting for you to call and say you wouldn't be coming or something. Things at Apollo Bank are getting ugly. So that means more people will be looking for a drink. Oh, this bank thing is still happening? Wasn't that like a day ago? You can take a break, you know. You're quite the hard worker. And the streets are not exactly safe right now. Oh yeah, Dana is our boss, and I'm pretty sure we're in love with her. Which, you know, who can blame us? They've never been when you get down to it. And besides, I can't afford not to come to the bar closing soon. I wonder if any bar has impending closure as a means of getting their employees to work. Seems like the total opposite of what would happen. Not to mention I get bored out of my brains in my apartment, so I'd rather come here, honestly. What did you say? Nothing important. Gil isn't back yet? Nope. I wouldn't worry about him too much, though. You say so. That girl's still here? Yep, she was sleeping so peacefully I felt bad waking her up. Okay, so are we, like, on the same night? I don't really remember where we left off. I'm just adjusting a few things. So, would you mind doing that for me? Actually, yes, I mind. You're the boss, and it's kind of my fault she's here in the first place. Sorry about that. Hey, young lady, sleep another hour and start charging you a motel fee. Oh, it's Streaming Chan. Okay, yeah, I remember her. Oh, Jesus, she's back at it. Where am I? Oh, right. The shoddy downtown bar. Let's see, all my gear is in place, and neither my pants nor my panties, shirt, or bra have been displaced. Oh, it's that flat tender. Good morning. Good evening. Evening? Oh well, it's the best night or day of sleep I've had in quite some time. Sorry for all the trouble I may have caused you today or last night. Don't worry about it. You're so nice, flat bartender. Thanks for taking care of me. Bye. Oh, Jesus. Oh, thank God. I thought we'd have to suffer through Streaming Chan again. Hello, guys and gals. Streaming Chan's back in action with their batteries reloaded. Ah, the moon. It burns. I feel like I've just unleashed something terrible upon the world. Well, it's not your fault, Jill. She was already out there. Come on, it's not that bad. Say, what's this bottle? Also, Renty, let me know how the audio quality is, since I had been messing with it. A client gave it to me yesterday. A gift of sorts, I'm guessing. Oh, cool. It's some sort of rum. Rum? Nice. I love rum. I've been getting into plantation rum lately. That is really very good. Also, oh, what's it called? Kraken. I really love Kraken. I know that is kind of a divisive rum out there. People tend to love it or hate it, but I absolutely love it. Also, there was a time where I was drinking a ton of bottom shelf rum called Admiral Nelson. Not Captain Morgan, Admiral Nelson. Stream sounds good. Okay, thank you, Renty. Want me to serve you a bit of it? Yeah, sure. Let's give boss some rum. Go to the bottle drinks tab and drag it to the shaker before mixing. Grandpa booze. I mix it. That's it. Here. All right. Admiral Nelson. Do you know Admiral Nelson, Renty? My buddy and I, we used to get drunk on PlayStation together on Admiral Nelson. We would call it having a meeting with the Admiral. It was the dumbest fucking thing ever, but it was a lot of fun. I'm gonna enjoy this in my office. Thanks. Anytime. Okay, we can just leave that. Time to serve, mix, and change. Time to serve, mix, and change lives? What? That can't be right. Wait, that's not how it goes. Yeah, that's what I thought. No one here to retort. Man, it feels lonely without Gil here. Oh, Mr. Pibb? I bet Admiral Nelson would go good in Mr. Pibb, honestly. It was like really sweet, artificially flavored rum. I just hope the restlessness in the streets doesn't lead to too dangerous or weird types coming in here. Well, we already know that only weird types come in. Yeah, like that right there. That right there. Good evening. Holy shit, that was a record-breaking jinx. Welcome to Valhalla. What can I get you? I have a blue fairy. Don't make a joke about becoming real. Don't make a joke about becoming real. On it. A blue fairy. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Well, let's booze up the brain a bit. Aged and mixed. Here you go. Nice, yeah, this is the thing. So, how are you gonna... Oh, you can grab stuff. Should have figured as much. You can drink stuff? And eat. I have the same system Lilum do. Can I ask you something, Miss... Call me Taylor. Just Taylor. And yes, a cutie like you can ask me anything. Okay, Taylor. You have to be the first person I've met that didn't go, okay, just Taylor. Nah, too easy. She's right. That's too easy a joke. You are a brain in a jar, right? I'm sure not a hologram, of that I'm sure. Yup, I'm a bona fide human brain in a jar. So, how? Why? What? Does my handsomeness make you speechless? You're not something the girl sees every day. And that's saying quite a bit in these parts. Fear not, for I have a speech prepared for these situations. A speech? You're seeing one of the 5 great living bottle brains of the world. We are brains living in conditions that allow us to exist as any other humanoid creature. All while computers in our jars scan our activities. It's a slow but steady manner. In a slow but steady manner, we're helping the world understand the inner workings of nature's most complex computer. Guessing you prepared that after being asked the same question too many times, huh? Not out of exasperation or anything like that, mind you. Just wanted to have something thoughtful prepared. Look, I even have a couple of pamphlets with me. You want one? Sure. What brings one of our world's 5 brains in a jar to this place tonight? Oh, I'm from around here, actually. Just wanted to take a walk for the first time in quite a bit of time. Have you come here before? Sadly, no. Otherwise, I'd remember a cute face like yours. Speaking of which, can I have your name? It's Jill. Jill? That's a real cute name. Thank you. Say, weren't you scared of going outside today? With all the commotion around and all? Didn't stop you from coming here, did it? Yeah, you're right. It's gonna take more than cryptic but ominous news to stop me. You're awfully energetic, did you know that? Sorry, does that bother you? No, not at all. Just I figured a brain in a jar wouldn't be so happy. Yeah, I gotta agree, when you put a brain in a jar, you are like... That's kind of considered like a nightmare scenario, almost. But they seem completely fine with it. Just tickle it. Tap on the jar. Tap, 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 tap. While I was alive, my body got to a point where there wasn't much I could do. This new state of existence allowed me to accomplish more than I ever could before. Plus, I'm doing something that'll help people in the long run. Wouldn't you be happy? I wonder. Do you want to make me happy, Jill? Depends on what it takes. Don't worry, Jill. Just give me a beer. Alright, yeah, I'll make you happy. One beer to make Taylor happy. Alright. 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All mixed. Here, a beer. Ah yes, no matter what happens, beer is always good. It's interesting though. Just yesterday I was talking to a client about brain uploads. You were? Yeah, we were talking about how even if you upload your brain, you'd still be here. I've thought about that too. Do you think that you in the cybernetic environment will feel like she was indeed transferred? Like, would you remember anything? Like waking up someplace else or so on? That's an interesting question. I was actually thinking earlier about being able to transform someone's brain into a Lilum. One of the brains is being used in such an experiment, actually. They can make a functional Lilum. Unfortunately, the wiring and other such stuff makes it look more creepy than anything. Oh jeez. They aren't transferring his identity or anything though, just wiring him to a body. Oh. You'd think someone would rather do that than float around exposed in a jar. I have to admit, the whole brain does look creepy. The body I'm telling you about is just uncanny looking. Speaking of uncanny, how did you feel when you saw yourself like this for the first time? It was quite a shock, actually. It didn't last long, though. I never was too attached to my body. I know how that feels, if I'm honest. I would definitely do the transfer, honestly, if I could. Like, get a cyber brain or something. And like have, like in Ghost in the Shell. Honestly, the whole like, you transfer, like you have to die, and like, is it really you? I don't know. Like if you go to sleep and you wake up in a computer, is that really different? Is it really one consciousness continuing, isn't it? The problem comes... the problem comes when you wake up after that. And there's another you there, That's when there's going to be a problem. You do a brain transfer, you have to put down your body. Otherwise, I feel like that would lead to some irreconcilable things. Later in life, that was almost literal. You know what the downside to this body was? I can't get drunk. You want to call that a downside? You wanted to drink alcohol for the taste. There are many alternatives. No, there isn't. Well, I mean, this is the future, but I was just talking about this with someone. There are some tastes you can only get with alcohol. And sure, like mocktails and stuff have become popular recently, but it's just not the same. And a lot of them are really not very good. So There really isn't an alternative sometimes. Drunkenness is part of the whole experience. Why though? Willem can get drunk no problem. Yeah, but it's in their case, their brain's a computer attached to their body. Getting drunk causes their brains to reduce the input speeds to their bodies. Depending on the model, their drunken subroutine might throw a different behavioral cycle even. It's hard to get drunk when the whole point of you being in a jar is figuring out how exactly you work. Yeah, you're right. Hey, Jill. Oh, Alma. Just oh, Alma? Where's the courtesy one we expect from plebeian bar staff? I don't remember who she is. Welcome to Valhalla. What can I get you? Happy? Not when you put it that way. Why, hello there, beautiful. Whoa! You hurt my feelings with that, darling. Sorry. You just don't see disembodied brains every day. I mean, I did work with the summer in Little Maintenance, but even then, those were talking heads. Man. Oh, don't worry about it. At least you're not running off or fainting. Your name was Alma, right? I'm Taylor. Nice to meet you, Taylor. Say, Alma, can I buy you a drink? Sorry, I only date people who are at least 50% organic and have at least one face. I know just what to strive for then. Just kidding. It'd make me happy to make you happy by buying you a drink. Does that bother you? I guess if Joe's the bartender, I don't have a problem with that. Awesome. I'll pay for your next drink then. What will you have? I'll have a cobalt velvet. And you, Taylor? I'm fine, actually. You're gonna have me drink alone? I don't want to drink that much. Okay then. But wait, he can't get drunk, so why not drink as much as you want? The Cobalt Velvet in the book is one of the ones I want to try. Your drink. Hope you enjoy it. You know, you've been nicer to me these past minutes than at least 3 guys have been in the last year. Judging from the way you two talk, I'm guessing you've been a client here for a while now, right? Only for about half a year or so, if memory serves right. Really? One would think it's been longer. It feels like it's been longer. Shut up, you love me and you know it. So, you just started coming here and that was it? Well, the first time I came here, the other guy... Speaking of which, where's Pablo? Gillian. Archimedes. Don't know, adventuring or something. Anyways, the other guy served me the first time I came here. Nothing unusual there. The next time I showed up, Jill here was one serving me and... I don't know, I felt like she just gets me. There's this chemistry. We click. Oh. You girls click? There's chemistry? We click, she says. The fact I feel more chemistry with her than with many other people is kind of sad, though. It's always good to see a nice friendship. Sadly, it's getting late and I've got to go. I'll leave you two lovely ladies alone. See ya. Ah, please come again. That Taylor sure was nice. A bit weird at first, though. Apparently one of the 5 brains being studied by scientists or something. There's a summary of it in this pamphlet. Let's see. Oh yeah, I've heard of them before. Can't believe I actually met one. Hey Alma, how many people are there in your family? Just curious. Well, aside from my mom and dad, we're 4 sisters, 1 brother. Funnily enough, we all have names that start with the first 5 letters of the alphabet. Ah, did one of them just transition recently? Is that what you're telling me, Alma? So you're the eldest one? No, I'm actually the middle kid. You're the middle kid, but your name starts with an A? Don't think too much about it. I never said the order reflected our ages. My sister Carlotta the eldest one. And then there's Dana, just before me. Then comes Eve, and at the bottom lies Sorry, the youngest one is Bernardo. Okay, far be it from me to, critique anyone's chosen name. But Bernardo? Why would you pick Bernardo? There's so many other good B names for guys out there. You just be Brian. You've never been alone, I'm guessing. Can't complain about that, I guess. Excuse me. It helps that we were never 5 in the same house. By the time Evita and Bernie were born. Okay, Bernie. See, that's better. If you want to be Bernie, just be Bernie. Don't be Bernardo. Come on. Dana and Carlotta had already moved. Speaking of family, today I came because I need to get a break from. Hold on. Today I came because I need to get a break from everything that's going on with them. Excuse me. Do you live with them? No, but Evita and Bernie do. Not to mention I visit them almost every day. Anyway, my second older sister, Dana, just separated from her husband. It's not even been a week, but she's already got some other guy in her bed. She left her kid with her husband's parents and pretty much forgot about them. Never mind the fact that they need to go to school and all that. What the fuck? Your sister's a bad person, man. What the hell? Damn. Dana's life has always been messy, but these days she's really making it big. She wants time for herself to live her life. She didn't think about that when she married a guy at 20. You know, that's too young to be getting married. I think you should have to wait till 25 to get married, personally. She didn't think about that when marrying a guy she had only known for like 3 months. Ha! You should take your own advice. Hey, I never married someone who could catch my attention so quickly, okay? Sure, there was that one time when it almost happened, but I blame the damn stadium kiss cam. Yeah, I can see why that would be. Kiss cam? I was going out with the guy with my little sister introduced me to. Seems he was her friend's brother or something. We went out for a couple times and he invited me to a basketball game. The mood was nice, but later, the kiss cam focused on us instead of kissing, he proposed. I almost got caught in the mood and accepted. Huh. So I take it you ejected him in a stadium on the fucking kiss cam? We went out for like 3 weeks. I don't know, maybe he wanted to get in my pants with the old sex on the wedding night line. Is that a thing? Is that a thing people say? But I honest to God couldn't understand why he thought it would be a good idea. Yeah, I mean, if someone proposes after 3 weeks, you gotta run. Doesn't matter what the circumstances are. That sounds too convoluted, you know? Proposing and waiting for the wedding night for just sex? Never underestimate the lengths a man was willing to go to get there in their bed. Yeah, that's true. You definitely do not trust men. I've never seen more convoluted plots. I've seen more convoluted plots over the years. Feeling tempted to ask, but I'll pass. Want anything else? What's that bottle? Oh yeah, it's just some rum a client gave me yesterday. A gift? What did you do? A good enough service, I'm guessing. What? Ka-ki-kwe? I don't know what that means. Huh, interesting name. Oh, maybe the bottle? What does it mean? Kasik is the name of the chieftain in some native tribes. Let's see, do you want me to serve you some of this? I'll pass. I don't have too many good memories while rum is involved. Get me a fringe weaver instead, will you? Alright. A fringe weaver. It's like drinking ethylic alcohol with a spoonful of sugar. Yeah. Aged and mixed. One fringe weaver. What kind of memories do you have with rum? Nothing you need to worry about. Okay. Alright, now it's my turn to ask questions. About what? What kind of family is your family? Well, I'm an only child. My mom and dad split amicably. My mom is a violinist. She was always away from home with the orchestra. I spent most of my time with my dad, my aunt, and my grandpa. Aside from that, I'd say my childhood was quite uneventful. Huh. Didn't you get something like your mom's artistic vein or something? I played the violin until I was around 16, I think. What made you stop? I don't know. I just kind of said, that's it, one day and stopped. What about cousins or the rest of your family? I see very little of them, actually. Mainly because my dad moved away from most of them. Oh, I'm getting sweaty, man. It's getting hot in here. I don't know what I'm going to do when summer hits full force. I'll have to get like a... I've got the ceiling fan going, but it doesn't really... I can't really feel it that much. I don't want to get a stand-up fan in here and blow it in the mic, you know? Most of my mom's family live in France to boot. So your mom's French? Yup. Can you speak French? I'm not gonna try and speak that. Ooh, what does that mean? Rubbish? I don't know. I can't speak French. Yeah, that's how it is with me and my mom. She's from Spain, but I don't speak Spanish. Apart from, you know, knowing enough to convey that I don't know Spanish. I did try though, but college started and I stopped taking classes. Funny thing, I actually have a cousin from my mom's side that lives close by, but you'll be hard-pressed to make me spot him in a crowd. You're kind of lucky, you know? All of your mom's side of the family lives here. The chances of me meeting someone I'm related to on the street are ridiculously high. But yeah, that's the primer of my family. Nothing too interesting, sadly. Your mom's a French violinist and you call that uninteresting? I wonder if your family has ever made a fuss about you being a hacker. Oh, that's right, she's a hacker. I forgot about that. Hacker makes it sound too exotic. It's like if I called you a mixologist. Please don't, ever. Sounds like something somebody would say to make a bartender sound sophisticated. See? I mean, hacker is a good way to summarize it, but it's not the best. I'm a security consultant. Yes. Yes. People want to find flaws in security of the systems, and I do my best to pinpoint where it breaks. Be it Glitch City or anywhere else in the world. They need security, I'm their woman. I've told quite a few stories about cracking the databases to retrieve info like some sort of mercenary, though. That doesn't change the fact that hacker is not the best term to use. Makes the whole thing sound illegal when it's actually an honest job. Didn't you tell me you once secured some incriminating pics from a guy's cell phone? A mostly honest job. Sheesh. What made you become a hacker, by the way? Always been a sucker for puzzles. Even as a kid, I always had a Sudoku or crossword with me. But at some point, it started feeling kind of samey. So, when I started college, I took a course on system security. I felt like that kind of puzzle I was looking for. I mean, there's all kinds of things involved in breaching net security. You need to attack the stuff from different angles. And it's just something that's always evolving. The whole point of everything is to strengthen security. Every time you think you've got the gist of it, they change everything. So it's kind of like always evolving puzzle. Puzzle, I help make harder at that. Huh. I didn't think about it that way. It's less actiony than what movies make it out to be, though. No real-time frenetic typing, nothing like that. Still, seeing my code break through something, it's an amazing feeling. Do you have anything else? I'll have a classy drink. Any classy drink. Here goes nothing. It's been a while since they asked for something by type. Let's give... Why is a bad touch a classy drink? Let's give her a bad touch. Whoop. On the rocks and mix. Here you are. Yep, just what I needed, thanks. Say Jill, what's the worst that could happen if you don't get your drinks right? Well, people have the right to not give me money. If they don't pay for it, I don't get my bonus. No bonus means less money and no tips, which doesn't help because I'd have to pay bills. Oh, I see. Do you have to make an effort to pay your bills? Nope. You have no idea how much I hate you right now. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that, Jill. I feel that, girlie. Well, my job pays pretty well. I'm not the kind to spend too much on things other than food and bills. Maybe maintenance on my hands and new equipment, aside from that. Oh, I know. If you have trouble with your bills, why not live with me? We can go live with this pretty girl? Something tells me she'd be nefarious about it, too. We could be roommates. Dunno. Moving my stuff through the stairs because the elevator's broken? Having to move my liquor collection? Never mind the fact that my cat's a shut-in that gets very upset the one time I move my furniture around. The idea of moving just gives me a headache. You shouldn't take things so seriously when I say them, you know? I don't, but I thought about it before. Now, I need some air. I'm gonna go take my break. You wanna come? Are you inviting me to the back of the bar? You should invite me to dinner first. Every minute you waste making jokes is taken from my break. Fine, let's go. Boss, I'm taking my break. Call me if anyone comes in. Sure, sure. Speaking of break, I'm gonna go get another drink. I'll be right back. We're back. Ah. Got myself another hard lemonade. This isn't Metal Gear Rising? No, it's not. We'll get back to Metal Gear Rising eventually, though. Save. It's now safe to keep playing. Ah. Cold, cold, cold. Which one is this? It sure is chilly out there. Kind of refreshing. Hobo out there seems like a nice guy. Billy Vine? Yeah, he's a cool guy. Very respectful. Apparently he got into some legal trouble, and that's why he's like that. Really? He could just be a very nice crackhead, though. is like Bill Nye the Science Guy fella. Yeah, that's true. I have a cousin that lives like that. That lives like a hobo, actually. Really? It's a bit complicated though. Problem is, his family has tried to give him, tried to get him to live with them, but his pride won't let him accept their help. He'd rather live on the street for some reason. You can't tell with some people, sadly. Why did he become a hobo in the first place? He had investments and debts. Bank evicted him from his house. Oh. Serious problem because he has an epileptic attack but refuses to take his medication? What the hell, man? I like her hair swoop. Her neck is kind of long, but you know what? That's okay. Yeah, her hair swoop is good. I really love the pixel art in this game. The sprites are all really nice. I just don't get what's up with him. Honey, some service here. I'm here, don't scream. Oh, were you two hanging out at the back of the bar? What kind of stuff were you doing? Just talking. Is that what they call it these days? What do you want? Something soft, something sweet. No alcohol, please. Wouldn't it be the same if you just grabbed the soda from the vending machine? I like you. Do you dislike my presence so much? Sweet and non-alcoholic, you say? Alright. If you want something sweet and alcohol-free. Sweet drinks? So, yeah, one of these. Here, like you asked. See, you don't get this kind of treatment from the vending machines. Unless you're Lawrence. But he has this weird idea that good service is the same as selling lukewarm cans of cola. Lawrence. A friend of mine. He's a vending machine. Oh. Oh, but how polite of me. Huh? I'm lovely and my name's Dorothy. Dorothy Hayes. Nice to meet you. Oh, I'm Alma. The pleasure's mine. Dorothy, you say? Yep. Why? Nothing. I guess I've heard about you before. Really? What kind of stuff? Tell me, tell me. Mostly about your, pluckiness. And here I was thinking it was because I'm a sex worker. So much for trying to be subtle. Hey, I take pride in my job, otherwise I wouldn't be doing it. Isn't it dangerous? I know how to take care of myself, thank you very much. I like her little puffed out cheeks. Where do you work, Alma? I'm a hacker. Really? A full-fledged hacker? Not the kind that sees a computer logged into some account and says that's hacking, right? No, of course not. I've always been curious about how being a hacker works. You just start typing really fast while waiting for something to happen? No. I can explain, but I don't know if you'll get it. You won't know until you try, right? Last time I said I had to jam this plastic... Whoa, what? Last time I said that, I had to jam this plastic replica of a halogen light bulb up a grown man's ass? It was a success! Okay then, let me try to explain in general how it works. Let's say I have to retrieve information from a company's database. Alright. First, I do some research on the target. OS, servers, how the information is stored, and all of that. There's been a couple of occasions where I had to go in blind, but they're the exception rather than the rule. First, I secure things from my side. I start working behind proxies, websites, and through other more vulnerable computers. I find on the way. For that, I start testing the networks. I get through the basic protocols, try known exploits as long as they don't trigger any alarm. Once I've tested the ground, the fun starts. I go through all the security protocols and look to bypass them. Hey, we're learning how to hack, guys. Are you guys taking notes? Sometimes I have to look deeper into the code for the password itself. I see. Then, when I finally get it, when I'm finally in, I go and retrieve user privileges. After that, I go and try to become a super user and get what I need. How do you do that? Well, there are a couple of ways. I can use a pre-made program to hack into an already existing account. I can use info someone already gave me. The usual way is buying a buffer overflow. What happens next? What happens next? I create a backdoor in the system before leaving and covering my tracks. I can't handle it anymore. Alma, hack me like you've never hacked anything before. I love Dorothy. I love this weird little robot. Huh? Make my buffer overflow, create a backdoor in me, escalate your user privileges, find flaws in my security. Sorry, I got carried away. No shit, what happened? Have you seen those movies or books where a couple does something like paint a picture or cook, but they make it sound like they're having sex instead? Suggestive scenes, yeah. Well, that whole thing was kind of like that for me. Really? I guess humans don't really get it because their minds don't upload to networks or anything. But trust me, if you record yourself giving a really detailed explanation in a really sexy voice, you'd make millions. Horny Lilum are an unexploited market. I see. Oh, looks like my ride is here. Ride? Yep, my brother-in-law came to look for me. Is that alright to ask from him? It's okay. I've known him since preschool. It just so happens that he got married to my sister. Hey Dorothy, need a ride? Can you drop me by 3rd Street? Sure, it's on the way. Yay, I'll take your offer then. Bye, honey. Later, Jill. Take care. The street seems noisy. Oh, a client. Hello, welcome to Valhalla. What can I get? Such a small yet comfortable place. Is this guy the fucking Riddler? Truly, an oasis of spiritual drinks in the midst of suburban desert. There's no way this is a suburb. We're in the city. There's no way we're in a suburb. You're mistaken. A place where lost and corrupt souls can gather to forget their troubles for a while. A nest where everyone from the most pathetic scum to the vilest trash junkie can sit to kill their insides. Truly, a real persona non grata. That's Latin for mysterious place, by the way. I'm so smart and philosophical. Alright, we got ourselves a persona non grata here. This guy has predator energy. He's got some kind of energy, that's for sure. What will you have then? 17. Excuse me? I said 17. 7 plus 10. What does that mean? What does it mean to you? Just to be sure, 17 is about the drink you want, right? Only if you want it to be. I really want to punch this guy. 17, what the hell does that mean? Let's see. 17. Do any of these scream 17? Predator energy, but his eyes are prey eyes. We'll just do something random. We'll give him a pile driver. How is this a 17? It isn't. You said 17 would be only related to your drink if I thought it was, and I think it isn't. Oh, you subverted my expectations by taking me literally. Sneaky. And what brings you here, Mr. I'm Armandio. Oh, he's an Italian. That's what it is. Virgilio Armandio. See, I introduced myself using the Asian order because that's a lot more polite. I fucking hate this guy, man. Right. And I came here looking for an otherworldly experience. I was passing by and saw this place called Valhalla. I want to see the souls of the resting warriors, the wounded spirits of noble souls. The golden hall full of never-ending banquets, the lively Valkyries looking over them. We had some arcade machines on the corner. No. You're taking me too literally. You see, I'm being poetic. I'm giving a mystical air to a mundane affair. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was saying, is this guy the Riddler or something? Because he's got this weird question mark on his head. I want to see drunk people. I want to see waitresses and food. I wanted to see the bar in all the decadent glory. Well, you're out of luck. Today's been quite the slow day. Not that I'm very surprised, given how things are going in the streets, though. Humans are a nasty bunch, that much is true. Making a ruckus, coming at each other, but that's to be expected from the only mammal to kill its own. No zoologist, but I'm pretty sure that's not the case. Oh yeah? Give me an example, non-zoologist bartender. Like I said, I don't know the exact details. I just know what isn't right. If memory serves right, once a lion takes over a pride, every cub bored from another lion is killed or something. Takes over a pride. You can't take over pride. Pride isn't a tangible thing. You need to stop making things up, non-zoologist bartender. Excuse me. I'm trying not to burp into the microphone. But going back on topic, do you know the number 7? Do you know what the number 17 means? The atomic number of chlorine? No. And Chloe is a name, not a number, you know? The group where halogens are in the periodic table? Stop making up words like halogens, periodic, and table. Okay then, I give up. How to pay extra for burps? Very true. You can go on my OnlyFans, I'll burp in the microphone for you. 17 is us. Huh? Every human has 17 pairs of chromosomes. That number is the whole foundation of you and me. It's 23. What is? Humans have 23 pairs of chromosomes, not 17. Well, they're both primal numbers, so it's the same idea. Primal. Do you want anything else? I'd like a single plum floating in perfume, served in a man's hat. He wants a plum floating perfume in a son of a bitch. Actually, I know this one. Here. Ha! You didn't wait. Yes, you did. Enjoy. Simpsons reference? I missed it if there was a Simpsons reference. Well, I'll drink this perfume. You don't really have to. Yeah, that'd be silly. You win this round, bartender. Hey, bartender, have you ever thought about death? How? What if we're already dead, both of us? What? What tells you I ever existed before I entered the door? How can you assure me that this reality is real, and we're not, in fact, in heaven or hell or something? We're not getting into solipsism. We're not doing solipsism tonight. What if everything up to this point is just some stupid story written by an unemployed 20-something in his room? I could punch you if you make you feel reality. I don't care about any of that, actually. This reality is real for me, and that's all that matters. That's actually a pretty good mindset to take. Such a closed-minded way of seeing things. You need to get away from the factual facts. Open your mind to things beyond your reach. You'll never reach enlightenment if you don't start. Habanera has started. It means the Twilight of the Gods in German, by the way. Well, you're on your own, bartender. Enjoy your New World Order. Oh, what? That guy is a Gnostic. A couple of nearby cars exploded, it seems. Oh, hell. Let me take a look out the window. Be careful. See lots of flashes in the distance, most likely gunshots. Jill, come here a sec. What? About 5 gigabytes of reports finding that several White Knight squads have been used to cover illegal actions were released to the public by unknown anarchist group. We're receiving reports of several units going rogue and using their weapons to hunt down anyone they find on the street. Several counter-terrorism forces from neighboring cities have been dispatched in order to subdue the crazed units after a plea from the vice president. We're still waiting for a declaration from Zaibatsu Corp's CEO on this subject, but until then, things are ugly in and outside of the bank, it seems. I recommend you stay here tonight. It's too dangerous to even think about going outside. If they break in, they won't. Even then, the bar has quite the security system. And I'll be here to protect you as an added bonus. Yeah, I guess I'll stay tonight. I'll get you the spare mattress I have. Do you mind sleeping in my office? No, I guess it's fine. Let's hope everything gets solved by tomorrow. I'll have the Zankotu on hand, just in case. A metal bat with nails? There's nothing it can't bash. Hey, Gil 4. Hope everyone's better by tomorrow. Alright, let's save. It's now safe to keep playing. Rise and shine. Good morning. It's 11 a.m. though. It's morning for me on the weekends and any other day. How's everything outside? Still noisy, but forces have been deployed to take care of most of them at least. How so? Zaibatsu Corp's president is pleading with anyone to stop rogue White Knights. Neighboring city forces were deployed quickly and subdued most of the opposition. There have also been reports of White Knights just freezing, like they were petrified somehow. Make it sound like some god suddenly decided to put everything in place. Well, I'm just glad no bullets are flying in and out of the whole building. Excuse me. Sure, there's some bad apples out, and it's not really safe yet, but it's not. It was worse last night. Seems like to be a civilian force lynching any White Knight they spot. Not only are the White Knights a problem, but regular folks are on edge too. I wonder if Sei is okay. Should we be worried about Gil? That kid knows how to take care of himself. I'm sure that whatever it is that he's doing, he's safe. Dare I say even safer wherever he is than here. I sure hope so. Are we gonna work today? Nah, things are getting too nasty right now. Let's take the Sunday off. Oh, alright. Say, you want me to help you get to your apartment? Actually, yeah, I'd appreciate that. Okay then, let me lock things up and we'll go. Grab something for lunch on the way. Sounds good. And here we are. Home sweet home. Thanks a lot. Hey boss, wanna hang out for a bit? Yeah, grab a beer, chill out for a bit. Mostly to thank you for helping me. Well, I don't have much to do anyway, so yeah, sure. I tell you should invite me to your apartment sometime, didn't I? Oh yeah, you did. What worries me a bit is that the beer always leads to something else. More beer? I was gonna say, to one of us going through the Spanish announcer's table. She's a wrestler. wrestling fan. Which one was it? No, man, it was Mankind who got thrown to the Spanish announcer's table. But I can't remember who did it. Was it Kane? I don't know. I don't know WWE. But I think we're safe here. Come in then. Excuse me. Want one? Ooh. Sorry, I don't smoke. Don't mind me though. Smoke if you wanna. Thanks. Say, how is this chilly weather treating you? It gets cold from time to time, but nothing the kotatsu and heater can't fix. Alright, boss. You're not very good with the cold, are you? Know it. You didn't bring your jacket here either. Yeah, I left it at home when going to the bar yesterday. It wasn't that cold, and I didn't expect to spend the night at the bar. Would you like a sweater or something? Oh, we're sharing clothes now? Oh, don't mind me. I insist. I have this hoodie from some time ago, and it was too big for me. Why buy it then? It was dirt cheap. Right. Wait, where did you get this one? Some flea market ages ago. Why? Nothing. It's just like the one I had many years ago. Happened to it. Too much use, just ripped. Let's see. You can keep it if you want. I never use it anyway. We'll see. This is Yuri. They have to kiss. Come to think of it, how old are you, boss? I'm eternally 17. Fair enough. 17 plus how much? 7 please plus I have to cut your tongue if you knew. Right. Let me go change into something more comfortable. Take your time. Gato. El gato. Hey Jill, there's a blue-eyed mass of black fur glaring in my general direction. Oh, that's just 4. He's just wary of any new visitors. Cats will be cats, I guess. He'll warm up quickly, though. Just give him time. He's unusual looking. Blue eyes on a black cat? They usually have green. Yeah, weird, huh? At first I thought they were like that because he was small, but they just never changed. You have any pets, boss? Back at home we had a bear. What? Good old Bosco. He kept intruders away better than any dog. Good. Right. Oh. Huh? This picture isn't something you see every day. What? Me taking such a sappy pic? No, a framed picture on printed paper. It's so vintage. Who are these? That's, the one on the right is Lenore, my ex-girlfriend. The one on the left is Gabrielle, my sister. Huh. So is this pic recent, or... Actually, that one's from 3 to 4 years ago. You look exactly the same. I'm only 27, what did you expect? That's why they say kids are the one who gets old. I thought it was recent because you didn't usually see people displaying pictures of their exes so openly. Let alone a printed and framed one. Did you two break up on good terms then? You even hesitated a bit when calling her your ex. Let's just say that everything ended with both of us saying mean things. And me storming out of her house, breaking a couple things on the way out. We never broke up formally, and I guess I still have some feelings for her. I just went away and haven't said a word since. Really? It's hard to picture you doing such a thing. You look so happy in the picture. I have a picture out like this then. I just couldn't get my mind off something that Alma said to me. About missing having the warmth of someone pressed against your side. Using them as a pillow, mixing your perfume with theirs. Putting your head on their chest, listening to the breathing as they pet your head. Dozing off knowing they're there, watching you, protecting you. I don't know, I feel nostalgic, then miserable. I'll just put this away. I didn't mean to apologize, but I feel like it's too late now. Whenever I go out, there's this fear in the back of my head that I'll meet her in the street. I just don't know if I could face her again, let alone talk to her. It'd be a mess. It's never too late to apologize, Jill. Maybe. What's that on the table? What is it? Looks like an envelope. It's nothing. Nothing. Now please give that to me. Oh, alright. Saw nothing, don't worry. Anyway, let's grab some beers. Guide me. Damn, you have lots of beer. This is so cute. I'd love to have a little balcony like this in Glitch City. Beer so far, cans left 12, remaining beer 100%. Drink. You have lots of beer. Well, the BTC gives me discounts and a point card I can use every time I buy their alcohol. With that, beer is actually the cheapest drink I can get. Is there any difference between the drinks at the bar and these? The drinks at the bar are more addictive, flavorful, and also stronger than the ones they sell in stores. Besides, the one in the bar is more of a double IPA. This is more of a Pilsner. In English, please. This one's lighter in color and lighter in flavor. I don't know, it doesn't taste like a lighter to me. Is this one made with that, what's the name of the base liquid you use in the bar again? Nutrigenic dichometrical ligonol, or NDL. It's a supplement or something, right? We're learning the lore. Drink. 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 We're gonna drink all 12 cans. And I had a cocktail and 2 of these hard lemonades, but I'm not really feeling it. It was an experimental food they created to replace water when the maiden kissed polluted water supplies. The effects of pollution turned out to be temporary, so NDL never went into mass production. But the BTC still commissioned it for use in bars. This is the one made with it? Let's see. Yep, here it is, near the end. NDL and cornstarch. How many beers can we drink? Cornstarch? It serves as a stabilizer if I remember correctly. I need it for the packaged drinks. I see. I just realized something. What? You're a nerd, Jill. She's pretty fucking rude. Let's finish this beer before we respond. Guilty as charged. I still have that bottle of rum somewhere too. Do you want some of it? Will you have some too? Not really, no. Then leave it like it is. I'm not letting you drink beer alone. It's not how drinking with friends works. You consider me a friend then, boss? Why wouldn't I? Dunno. With being my boss and all, I never was too sure. Well, in case you had any doubts, yes, I consider you one of my best friends. Besides, you and Gil are always so diligent and responsible that I'm boss in name only anyway. That's good to know. On a side note, it surprises me that you kept that poster of me in the room. And even more that you hung it in plain sight. Where she's discovering us. When I gave it to you, it was more or less of a joke, you know? To make you uncomfortable? If it doesn't make you uncomfortable, why would it make me uncomfortable? It's my own face. I'm still wondering why you did it, though. Aside from filling an empty spot on the wall, I don't really know. I thought it was funny, too. I guess it's like if someone gave you, dunno, a dildo-shaped trophy or something, and you had it there for a conversation starter. Well, no one comes here anyways, so it's kind of pointless. What? No steamy nights of passion? Yes, we're getting there. Not since a year ago, I think. And I'd rather not talk about what happened then. Someone hurt you? Because if they did, I can dish out the pain. No, nothing of the sort. A different kind of mess. Uncomfortable mess. I'm not being able to have sex for reasons mess. Glad to know you still have my back though. That's what friends are for. Wait, we talk about the poster and compare it to a dildo-shaped trophy. Did you just call me a dildo face? That's what friends are for. Hey Joe, where did you get that black hole, that black 4 ball? Well, as with any black cat or house cat in general, he's actually a stray. Found him in the alley near the building. Not long after I moved here, I think. I see. It was quite the sight though. He was cornered by these dogs, they were keeping their distance. He was holding his ground, hissing and scratching as much as he could. There was a fried chicken bucket nearby that had some rainwater in it, so I threw the water over the dogs. That's actually a great way to get dogs to stop fighting, is to throw water on them. They ran and I figured the cat's mom would be nearby, so I left. Then I noticed people looking in my direction as I walked. Turns out that little shit started following me. So he brought it home. At first, I wanted to see if I could find him a new home, but having him welcome me whenever I came back was just too much for my heart, so he ended up staying. It was destiny, girl. When he came, he was so cute though. Not like the fat mess sleeping on the table. So mean. Hey, you're not a spring chicken yourself, you know. Oh. Shit, I actually did that in front of someone else. Oh. I thought the cat was actually talking. Anyway. Anyway, me, do you normally speak for your cat like that? Maybe? I wonder if Gil's alright. You worried about him? You make it sound like I'm some emotionless robot. You can be hard to read. I wouldn't worry about Gil so much though. There's these things I know for certain about him. First, he can take care of himself. Second, you can sincerely trust him. And third, he absolutely hates bell pepper. Does? I've seen him even reject food that hasn't been in contact with it. Man, what a baby. Unless he's allergic or something. He's not. Man, what a baby. Look how red we're getting. I just noticed. We've had 7 beers because our crush, our boss is here. We can't stop. Where did you meet such a guy? He showed up at the door of the bar. He what? Well, it was shortly after the whole incident with Robert and the levitation potion. Hey, levitation potion. It was a slow day and he just showed up at the bar. I offered him a drink, but he said he didn't have any money on him. I couldn't leave him alone, so I pretty much gave him the drinks for free. And after a couple, he broke down crying. He, I don't know what he did, but he was really, really regretting it. He wanted a second chance or whatever. I told him if he could wash himself, I'd find him a job. And I'll be damned, he looked totally different the next day. Damn. I tried and failed to find out anything about him. I decided to take him at face value, judging from what he did as an employee. And aside from the occasional sudden escapade, he's been as loyal gets. I return the favor in kind, covering his ass from time to time. Sometimes literally. What surprises me is that you took him in so easily. I can take care of myself and always keep an eye on him. And besides, after the whole Robert thing, I couldn't ignore someone that desperate so easily. Let's see. You made the bar more lively yourself, you know? How so? Well, with the regulars you've earned, of course. Like that blonde titty hacker. I can't remember her name. Alma? I was gonna say Armitage. Nope, that's an anime. Well, she's hot, I'll give her that much. She's also a nice person in general, but damn, she's hot. Are you alright, Jill? Yeah, why? It's weird to see you say so openly that someone's hot. What? Even you can see she has a hot body, boss. I find no objections here. I mean, I'd be lying if I said I haven't thought about taking her to a room and... Jill, are you sure you aren't drunk? Yeah, we've had 9 beers. I think we're drunk. We're opening our 10th beer. I am. I mean, I'm sure I'm not. But those are thoughts I'd leave to myself. I couldn't think I'd handle her in a relationship. She has weird standards. That and she's as straight gets. She's still a lovely person, though. Yeah, you know, I know a lot of straight people, and they can be lovely people, but, you know, that she became a regular is a blessing. Being regular is a blessing when you get down to it. There's also that sex worker robot girl. Ah, Dorothy. She intrigues me, though. I've seen lots of sex workers over the years. She seems pretty giddy. It's not that she likes her job, but rather that she takes it with such childish excitement. I kind of noticed that too. But then again, Lilum can be weird. You think? Lilum operate in some really foreign logic. I mean, they don't really share our fear of mortality. Even if their bodies are destroyed, their minds are already backed up in the collective source. If they lose an arm, they can reattach it or replace it. Depending on the circumstances, they might not feel pain at all. It's not like they haven't tuned human-like emotions for fear or love, but they're different. A different culture, if you must. I didn't see it that way. Aside from that, Dorothy's a DCF-72. It's a social interactions model or something. Let them get positive reinforcement straight from the bodies if they're fulfilling their main purpose, so... I'm guessing she gets a built-in push whenever she's in a meaningful or challenging social interaction. Interesting. We're so red. It's so cute. The name Lilum is a bit weird, though. It is? You'd expect them to be called bots or dolls, but Lilum doesn't convey the image of automatons. Just a tip. Bots or dolls are considered slurs by them. Bots is akin to calling them retarded, and doll is like calling them fake. Thanks for the advice. That aside, do you know why they're called Lilum? As far as I know, it's because they all come from a bigger AI called Lilith. And Lilum are Lilith's offspring in Jewish folklore. Oh, cool. Hey, speaking of names, why don't you like being called by your full name? I have no idea what you're talking about. Don't act stupid. Back when you first transferred, I called you Julianne, and you almost tore me a new one with your glare. See? Like that. It's not a big secret, but it's just one of those things that feels silly when you say it out loud. Try me. Well, did you ever watch Model Warrior, Julianne? Not all of it, but my little sisters were a big fan of the reruns. Back when I was in elementary school, I was a huge fan of the show. I had everything, from the dolls to the costumes to the lunchboxes. It didn't help that it was one of those shows that gets strapped literally everywhere. I saw a couple of episodes once. They were really nice. It was beyond nice. The show's about a model who can transform into an armored-clad magic knight. She fights demons born from greed and vanity. How that show presented Jules hating her job when it invited enemies, and yet still found solace in being able to be a role model. Hell, the main character wasn't even a kid. Julian was an adult and became younger when transformed. I'd say it was a pretty ambitious kids show. Even by today's standards. I mean, it sounds like a good anime. I would definitely watch it. Just the fact that her enemies are literally issues dealing with beauty standards from body image. Challenging as fuck. Whoa, you got excited there. And this is the problem. Back when I was obsessed with Jules, I sang the songs, I dressed like her, I could even recite full chapters. Something tells me you still can. That's beside the point. It was nice when I was in elementary school, but I went to middle school, and what surprise, tweens are jackasses. They went out of their way to tease me about the things I did back then. Didn't hold it against Jules. I always hold my grudge against those fuck jobs. Sounds rough. You know how most girls worried about their thighs at that age? I was worried about jerkasses singing the theme tune of the show mocking me. Anyway, every time someone calls me Julianne or Jules, I instinctively react negatively. Pavlov will be proud of me. I never talk about it because I find the whole thing too silly in retrospect. And yet, it affects you even today. Nothing wrong with it, though. It's actually kind of reasonable. Sure hope so. Come to think of it, what kind of kid were you, boss? Whoop. Sorry. When I was a toddler, I was the kind that to always fight with the kids bigger than me. Then puberty happened and I became a Merriam-Webster definition of shallow jerkwad. Around that time I turned 16, I realized I was an idiot, what an idiot I was, and I went on to become what I am today. Unless I talk about those days, those years from 12 to 15, the better. Fair enough. Say, boss, how do you like men? How do you like them men? 2D. Based? She's a lesbian. Okay, are we gonna end up in bed? Yes, I don't mind anything as long as it's cute or 2D. How about you? Back in high school, I liked them funny. In college, I liked them successful. After a while, I just wanted them stable, and now? I don't know. I stopped caring about them being funny. My high school boyfriend started conflating cheering me up with mocking me when I'm down. I also stopped caring about being successful. I realized half the time they had no qualms about cheating on me or with me. I stopped caring about them being stable. I realized they were the kind of person I was trying not to become. Not become stable? There was this guy who became so obsessed with holding a stable job that he hated. He started being physically ill. And not only that, the last time I managed to get some, I ended up throwing the guy out. He took incredible offense with how I smoked on the bed after sex. Bed could catch fire, you know? Not you two. Kinda envy Alma for that. At least when she dumps the guy, it's for less petty reasons. Are you okay? I'm fine. It's just, it all boils down to the fact that I can't get my mind off Lenora lately. She was all of what I just said. She made me laugh, she had a good position, and was stable. She was also smart, caring, and why can't I get my mind off the whole thing? It's maddening. Maybe I should go and apologize? Maybe I should. Maybe that's what will make me rest easier at night, get my mind off things for a while. I don't even care about going back to her, but... Hey Jill, have you tried thinking about clothes before? Clothes for... Listen, I know how you must feel. But you can't let all that cloud your senses. Next time you feel overwhelmed by the thoughts, try distracting yourself. Like we'll say, think of what kind of clothes you could put on for. Yeah. You know, boss, I'm a bit curious about your circle of friends. What kind of people do you have in it? Keep in mind, you're included in that circle too, so any insults you hurl will apply right back to you. Anyways, I have this friend I've known for a long time. A redhead, glasses-wearing gun nut called Iris. I hope we meet her. The one you called for the helmet thing? That one. She's managing a BTC bar in Panama right now, if I remember correctly. She's managing a bar too? I got the idea from her, actually. Oh. Excuse me. It's called N1RV Anna. Nerve Anna? I don't know. Maybe you thought this city was dangerous. Used to see the people she has to deal with there. Piracy ain't nothing to fuck with. And means it's an annex to another business. What else does she do there? I think the bar was originally her hotel's bar. She moved the bar to its own building elsewhere and opened N1RV and B in the hotel instead. Weird decision. I believe she said she wanted a place away from the noisy rich tourists that go to the hotel. So the bar is her woman cave. Woman cave. That aside, let's see. Friends. I guess there's also my little sister, so that's a given. Oh, there's also my old partner this is my partner from when I was with the Neo San Francisco Police Force. Good old Lexi. Should give her a call sometime. Wait, you're in the what? Done lots of things, Jill. I spent a short time collaborating with the police force. I've been a wrestler, an MMA fighter, chimney cleaner, lumberjack, pet shop attendant, corporate mascot. Corporate what? I still see my face on some websites from time to time. Aside from you, Gil, my sister Iris, and Lexi, I guess there's a lot of people that don't want to see me in harm's way. Mostly because they're the ones that want to hurt me. What about you? I guess I have acquaintances here and there. Back at home and in college, I went out a lot. But it felt more like going out with the pleasure rather than the people involved. Aside from you and Gil, closest friend since moving here is Alma. Oh, and Dorothy. I mean, sure, there's always 4, but the cat's a hermit that refuses to go out. And you know, he's a cat. Hey, a cat's fine. Cat's fine too, huh? Let's move on from that. Boss. Hey, boss. How did you lose your V card? V, huh? You know, your V card, your first time. You're devouring. Oh, that. Well, I'm legally bound not to disclose that information. Does that mean you lost it? You can't disclose that information. Come on, just give me a hint or... Jill, bad things will happen for everyone if that info is revealed in any way. Alright. Sheesh. I can only say this. The whole thing is related to my mechanical arm? What the hell? Great, now you're just teasing me. Any reason you want to know that? Well, everyone's first time is always a mess. I've always to know... What? But I've always to know if it was as... I always want to know? I don't know. It was as messy as a time of mine. What happened? Well, I got all lovey-dovey with my first boyfriend. We both got naked and I... When I saw his dick, I just started... I just started laughing. What? Got nervous? Nervous? No, I find dicks funny. Dicks are funny. I'm sorry, dicks are hilarious. They're funny. They have a sack attached to them and they grow and they're just they're just stupid meat rods. She's right. So how did your boyfriend react? He went flaccid from the laughter and it just shrank and went limp. I had to work it out for a bit so I could control my laughter, but it's so hard. They're just so stupid. Stupid meat rods. Jill? Huh. Well, let's see how to move her back inside before she catches a cold. Oh. It's a nice view of the city. Oh, it's snowing. Chapter 2. Amarga. Your electricity bill will be sent on the 24th. Please make sure you have 8,000 as in the 8,000 needed. Naruma. Oh, Jesus, we need 8,000? Alright, let's save. So we'll save. Alright, I think we're gonna leave it there for tonight. Thank you guys so much for coming. Thank you for watching. I just noticed this. That's so cute. She's totally in love with her. I really hope they kiss by the end. I'm really enjoying this game. I definitely want to finish it soon. But until next time, have a good night. Good night.